So more recent history with Doom starts at about 1999. I want to say that there was a little bit of Doom playing in 1998, but probably not that much, in all honesty. But in 1999, I got more exposed to Doom because my brother put it on his then new computer at the time, and I just started playing the game more. You know, that's in 1999 is kind of when I got my first taste of user-made PWADs, I believe, but I'm not entirely sure on that. I might be jumping the gun a little bit, but you know, it was in that kind of time frame. I would say though that 2000 was more pivotal, but in 1999 I did get re-exposed to Doom 2 after not seeing it at all for a couple of years because we didn't actually own Doom 2. I mean, we did actually own Doom 2 and everything, but we didn't take it to Ohio with us when we moved back. Because when we moved from Idaho to Ohio, Doom 2 was just one of the things that got lost, sadly. So with that said, all we had was Ultimate Doom, which my brother still had, so I played a lot of Ultimate Doom. But all my experience with Doom 2 was limited strictly to that one time I played it. After I cleaned my room or whatever I did. It's been a while. So when my friend up the street, who still lives there by the way, still good friends with him, said that he had Doom 2 on his computer, I was like, wow, no way, and I really wanted to play it. And eventually, you know, we fired that computer up and we gave it a shot, and the unfortunate thing is his computer was about as slow as my brother's in Idaho. It's kind of a piece of crap, and he didn't have any sound either, so we had to play it with PC speaker, and I don't know if you know what that is. I mean, I'm sure some of the older viewers do know what it is, but it's just, you know, when the computer itself makes the sound internally, and it's just a bunch of beeps and boops, and it's, I'm going to save that. It's just a bunch of beeps and boops, and it doesn't sound very good at all. But because, you know, we did play with PC speaker back in those days, I have a lot of kind of nostalgia for it. It always kind of takes me back to those happier times, but yeah, it definitely was grating. It was not the most pleasant thing in the world, in all honesty. So that was kind of how that one went. Just kind of blah. But eventually he did get like speakers, and his dad helped him set them up, and then I was able to play Doom 2 with sound for the first time in several years. And that was a lot of fun, hearing the music for the first time again. A lot of it I was basically hearing for the first time because I didn't get to really hear all the music that much first time around. But yeah, that was almost like a life-changing experience, just being able to hear it with sound for the first time. Then he let me borrow the disc so I could put it on my brother's computer, which was much faster than his computer, obviously. Although we would debate so much about whose computer was faster. He would always say that his dad's computer was super fast, and I mean, it was a good computer all the times that I messed with it, but it was I mean, I always kind of insisted that mine, or rather my brother's at the time, was better. But anyway, yeah, I got to play Doom 2 on my brother's computer because Travis let me borrow it. But then there came a time where I think I screwed the computer up and they had to reformat. That was kind of crappy. My bad. But yeah, with that said, Doom 2 was lost again, and all I had was Ultimate Doom. Then came the summer of 2000. A summer I'll always kind of remember because of all the stuff that went by. My brother said that he had found Doom 2 at a KB Toys, back when those still existed. And, you know, we went to the mall and we picked it up at KB Toys, and sure enough, Doom 2 was there. And it was just like, wow, Doom 2 at KB Toys, imagine that. And the kind of crappy thing is it ended up being the Doom 95 version, which was one thing I didn't really elaborate on. But around the same time, my friend let me borrow Doom 2 for our computer. He also let me borrow Final Doom, but it was the Doom 95 version. And if you don't know, Doom 95 is a Windows port. It was like one of the first Windows ports made for Doom. It was actually, I think, Gabe Newell of Valve was involved in its creation. But yeah. Doom 95 was, I mean, it's not the worst thing ever. It's an okay port for what it's worth, but it had a lot of issues, and one of them was that, you know, this music that you're hearing that played back in OPL style, it wasn't like that. And that's what I was used to at the time. I was like, how come the music sounds bad? It's because it was just using, you know, Windows generic OPL3, which is what computers had at that time. And as a result, I thought the music sounded like bad. I thought it sounded horrible, in fact. And it was running in a window, which I wasn't used to as well. And like part of the gun was cut off at the bottom. I mean, everything that I knew was wrong. And I was just like, wow, what the hell is wrong with this? I hate this. So I didn't like Doom 95. I developed like a bias against Doom 95 because of that. I'm gonna go back and get those things now. But yeah, that's just kind of how that went. So I ended up really kind of having a bias against Doom 95. So when I bought that Doom 2, and it turned out to be the Doom 95 version, I was like, ugh. But I mean, I put up with it. And this is when I really started to get into user PWADs, because I was using the internet more at this time. And I just found other people's stuff and played it. And I remember one of my earliest experiences with Nintendo Doom. And I'm definitely going to get into that in the next video. So I'll see you there.